We are back. Whenever you said we are back, we are back. And it like in my head, like it's in my ears because I have my headphones on. I was
to make sure that it bursts their eardrum, so I'm the last thing that anyone ever hears.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
You guys, we are back with another episode of QT&A. Bella, we rose Bella back from the metaphorical grave.
I'm Jesus, guys.
We had to do our normal thing. You know what I mean? We're like, whenever we're not here, we're like dead.
Yeah, it's
basically.
like R.I.p. But I'm back and better than ever, baby.
And she brought some friends. Can we get a drum roll for our guests? We have singer, MUA, creative director, therapist, and Goddess Amaris. And we have recording artist from New Liberia, Louisiana, Trae-D.
What do you do?
They look at us like,
you gotta flip the switch, man. Y'all, the cameras turned on and y'all just automatically was like y'all was made to do this.
Yeah, like we was not prepared.
Professionals, guys. Millions of dollars to do that.
Can't you tell we're billionaires?
I see.
You guys, honestly, QT have been here for like 2-3 years, so we've had some time to get comfortable with each other and with cameras. But how are you guys feeling? You guys are beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm feeling good. Like I said earlier, I'm a little tired, but we're gonna make it.
Hey, last time I was here by myself. We had another awesome artist, and she was also saying she was tired. I'm really grateful that everybody that comes on QT&A, they sacrifice their sleep,
of course,
yes,
and their health to be with us.
I'm really doing blood sacrifices to be on QT&A.
Wait a minute.
Part of the form, it's like, what's your blood type?
Before we came on air, we were talking about how crazy Bella is, and this is what I was talking about, saying the random stuff that y'all don't expect.
Right, yeah.
Y'all know we always, for those of you listening in the car, I hope you guys are doing good on this Friday. We always have to start our show off with the question that needs answers. Can I please get a drum roll, please? Oh, you can say that. Bella, say it.
When was a time in your life that you moved into a new chapter? So, for example, like the theme today is graduating, but this is going to be more in a metaphorical sense because, high school is cool and all. But, we want to know about, something that you had real development, Let's start with a guest, Trae.
Oh, I thought y'all was gonna be like ladies first.
No. You guys are our guest hosts. Put you guys first.
Y'all see that? So when was the time that I graduated into a new chapter in my life? I would say, when I don't really talk about it a lot, but the death of my brother, that really just transformed me into another level of life and stuff, and just the way that I see the world and stuff, it changed my whole viewpoint of everything. So I would say that would be a time that I moved into a new chapter in my life. Not a time that I asked for it to happen like that, but
that's how it be.
I could question it all I want, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
You said change your perspective on life. So what would you say your perspective was beforehand and after the perspective that you grew from losing your brother?
Well, now I learned how to just live. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy every moment that you're going through, and just feel every moment that you're going through, and just live life and do whatever you want to do. Because you only get this one time. You only get this one chance, bro. This one chance. Yeah. So that's really what I learned from it. Just to live my life, no matter what nobody say, just to live my life and just do whatever makes me happy. Because, like I said, you don't get this time back.
I admire that a lot. What about you?
I would say once I started my spiritual journey, that's what kind of brought on a new chapter. I would say a new me, all around, health-wise, physical, mental.
Can I also ask, what age that you were at when in these new growths that you've been in?
I had just graduated beauty school, and I had gotten a really bad car accident. My best friend passed away, and I saw her pass away in the car. I was the only one that was up and able to call anybody. So, I was 18, 19, I think.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I think I was 19, yeah.
That's really hard. See, I feel like when people, I don't feel like death is, I'm not experiencing death like other people have. One, because nobody extremely close to me has died. I mean, like, grandparents and stuff, but that was when I was really, really young, so I wasn't close like I should have been with them, you know? But I feel like, I want to know, like, what about that changed? Like, did you feel different? Like, when the next day you woke up, you're like, this is a whole new body.
I feel like it's different. It's different whenever, you know, when somebody died naturally, it's different than somebody being taken away from you. It's different. It's
like
different.
A traumatic
and that'll really make you.
Because then it's not, you're not only battling the loss of somebody that you love, but also how they were gone. And
Exactly.
And how sudden it was.
Yeah, how you weren't expecting
Right.
it. Yeah.
The
Jalen,
shock.
how about you?
Oh, I was about to ask you.
I beat you to it, so.
Well, I would say I definitely shift in new chapters of my life pretty regularly, but I would say the most, the one that's affected me the most, I'm going to be really open with you guys about something I don't think I've really talked about often. But honestly, the biggest shift that's happened in my life has happened more recently, probably in the beginning of the year, I think end of last year, beginning of the year. For a very long time, I didn't really have my dad in my life. Not that he wasn't alive, but he just wasn't really there. There was a period of time where he was back in my life for a little bit. But then in the beginning of the year, this year, he's gone again. So I think in that situation, before this last time that he was gone again, I saw things a lot differently, kind of how you talked about how your perspective changed.
Right.
I think for me, I am really, not only am I very empathetic, but I'm super optimistic. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lose that no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think it just helped me shift my focus in a sense of not blindly trying to have people in your life that don't belong there, no matter how much you love them. And I think for me, when I put my energy towards somebody, especially a family member, which they say the ones that you love will hurt you the most.
That's a fact.
Yes. And
That's true.
I think for me, whenever I see people who are my family who you're supposed to be close to, like a father's supposed to be close to you. So you hold on to that want and that need, and I think this final time he showed me who he was, and it helped me to see, like, how beautiful my life can be without somebody who's not meant for me. And I think that's been the biggest shift for me. I'm still optimistic. I'm still very loving and very empathetic, but I think my father leaving me for a third time showed me that sometimes people are not meant to be in your life, and that's more of a blessing than a curse, and you don't need to force anything that's meant to be for you. And I really, truly love and value God for showing me that, because it was so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. Still is hard. I'm getting a little emotional talking about it, but I feel so empowered now, and I know, like, what my light is and who deserves to be around it, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Giving yourself to the right people.
Right.
I totally agree with that. Honestly, I haven't had a more significant shift in my life than, like, my 19th birthday. And that was just basically because I graduated high school, I went to college, and I did not take advantage of, like, my whole entire childhood, I was like, I'm gonna go to college, and this is when my life is gonna change. I'm finally gonna be free, da-da-da. I went to college, wasn't free, wasn't anything. And I was like, come on, y'all, like, this is what I've been surviving for, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah. I was like, come on, like, somebody gotta give me something. So whenever I came back that second semester, I felt like I finally was acting myself. And I lost a lot, but I also gained a lot. And I feel like I've never been close enough to a lot of people for me to be like, oh, I lost a whole lot of friends. But I feel like if I had, that would have been a time where I lost a whole lot of friends, because at that point, I was done. I was like, I'm done having people in my life that don't deserve to be here. That was, like, the time whenever, like, I first started cutting off my mom.
I'm definitely a cutter offer.
And honestly, it's so
I admire that. I admire that so much.
freeing.
I try to be, man.
It takes like for me, it takes so like you gotta be. It takes so many times for me to get chances, of course.
Yeah. Like after like 1,000 times, I give you so many chances. Like I'm not an optimistic person like that. I don't believe you're actually gonna change. I'm just like, well, one more because I need to make sure that this is the right thing to do. And after I was like, oh yeah, this is the right thing to do. Okay, and that was like the last thing I needed to do to finally start like feeling myself like. Start growing as a person and like not feel trapped all the time. I feel like that's
Wow, guys. You guys listening in the car, you guys think about when was the last time that a significant change happened in your life. Reflect on how it changed you in some ways. But remember, you stay safe while you're driving. Don't reflect too much. We will be right back. It's QTNA on Amazing 102.5 FM. Don't turn that dial.
That reminds me of I listened to Brittany Broski's podcast.
3, 2, 1.
What it do?
What's up, what's up, what's up? It is Jillian Michelle, and we're back with QTNA, which you would know if you didn't turn that dial, but if you did, I don't blame you partially.
Or you could be a newcomer. You could have just gotten on the road.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably time that you come home from work. So.
Yeah, or you're just watching us in general. Hello, what's up,
that's
y'all?
true.
Yes, today we're talking about graduation, metaphorical graduation, talking about changes in life and things of that nature with our amazing guests, Goddess Amaris and Trae-D. Please let me know if I'm saying Goddess.
It's Goddess Amaris.
Amaris.
But Amaris is so pretty. I just let people say.
No, I'm gonna say Amaris. That's beautiful.
I was saying it wrong for the longest.
Oh,
on Instagram.
Amaris.
Yes.
Amaris. So beautiful, guys.
Yes, it
Thank
means
you.
child of the moon, gift from God or gift of God.
Oh,
That's so beautiful.
Oh my God.
And that's my actual middle name.
Yeah.
I love when parents name their kids
Yeah,
right.
my mom
Oh my God.
She really did. She can keep that plate.
She did. Yeah, she did. She did that.
So we were getting into it, talking about our question that needed answering. When was a time when you moved to a new chapter in your life? We kind of got a bit more comfortable, shared a bit more of some things that we've gone through. I wanted to open up this next part with this question. Really think honestly about it. Do you trust change?
That's a
What do you
very
think?
heavy question.
You do?
Yes, I do. I trust change.
Okay.
We're supposed to change. We're forever evolving beings. We're never supposed to be the same or in the same place ever.
Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts about it?
I got too much more to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But like she say, you're supposed to continue to grow though.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to trust that you're moving in the right direction also.
Yeah.
But you gotta know better when you're not moving in the right direction to acknowledge that you're not moving into the right direction and get to moving in the right direction.
That's true.
Accountability
What
and
about you?
discipline.
See, I'm the kind of person where, like, I don't trust when things aren't changing, but when things are changing, and, like, obviously that means there are so many things out of my control, I freak out either way,
Right.
you know? and that's okay. I'm not going to try to change that because that's how I know that I actually care. If I care enough to be worried,
Right. That's human nature.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
'Cause
I've
you-
kind of gotten over, it's like, I don't want to be freaking out every time something changes. That's how I know my heart's beating. That's all I need.
That's because you don't know where that change is about to take.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You never know where
You're
you're about
walking
to
into the dark.
Exactly.
Yeah,
go. Uncharted territory.
But you the light.
Yeah.
Remember that you the light.
Yeah.
for sure.
I wrote this. So whenever I post on Instagram, I either have no caption at all or my whole life story as my caption. And I wrote I wrote like this excerpt about how I feel about change, and it's kind of like what you said. Like, I like to think that I trust change, but I really only trust change conditionally. Like, I really only trust it when I'm the one making those changes. Like, if I'm the one choosing to move jobs, or I remember I used to live in 3rd Ward, so I went to Lamar High School for like a semester. I went to Johnson Middle School before that. I knew everybody at Lamar. But my parents, they wanted to move to where I live now, which is Missouri City. And my mom gave me the option of just moving schools, finishing my first semester at Lamar and then just moving schools, or waiting it out for the full year. And I was like, No, because I'm not trying to wear no khakis and plaid anymore. Get me to the new school. That's free dress code.
Man.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky out here, bro. Y'all lucky out
I'm
here.
like, move me to the free dress code. So I made that decision on my own. I trusted it. It was fine. But if things happen where I have no say in it because God has a different vision of what's going to happen, oh, I'm so scared.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't trust
yeah,
it. I don't trust it at all.
Yeah.
Stressed out.
I try to trust it. I'm in a point now where I'm really like making efforts to
Yes.
trust and be patient and be still. But when I tell you, when I looked at this question, I was like, ooh.
I mean,
No,
if
I
you
don't.
if you trust in God, you gotta trust in that change.
But the thing is, you know those things.
Right.
You know, trust in God,
Right.
trust the change. But that's a lot less easy to put in a
Yeah,
practice.
it is.
You know what I
know
mean?
with your head, but not with your heart.
Exactly.
And so
that's what I
that's
mean.
why something that I do sometimes, I trick myself. You know how like little kids, you give them the illusion of choice, where it's like, we can leave now or in 15 minutes. What do you want to do? Either way, they're leaving.
Either way, you're
So like you have to tell yourself that, where it's like, okay, this is a new situation. I'm either gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Either way, at the end, you're still gonna end up having to
Right,
do
you-
whatever.
right.
That's
you told yourself
So
true.
you might as well to just put
Yeah.
the seatbelt on and enjoy
And
the
enjoy
ride.
the ride.
Ride it out.
And speaking of changes, I know you guys are both pretty multifaceted. We were talking about you being a plant dad and you being a therapist and things of that nature. I wanted to ask you guys are into a lot of different things, and they all do stem from something. But how do you guys handle moving through different shifts whenever it comes to those career endeavors? And, you know, big changes, like I saw you worked with AJ McQueen, or, you know, you're doing MUA for different rappers and things of that nature. How do you guys empower yourselves to move through those big changes?
I actually had to like go through a period of growing my self-confidence and like loving myself to where I don't really like, I just know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm that, you know?
Yeah, she
Okay.
loves that. Yeah.
Okay, and she beat her face.
Yeah.
Just in case y'all didn't know what she's working
And
with.
she wearing body.
She said, "I'm just like that."
She looks great.
What about you?
I mean, when you know that you're walking in purpose, it make it a whole lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you know, like this what I'm supposed to be doing, this what I'm put here to this what I'm put here to do. You gonna just go ahead on and do it.
That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true. That's really true. So
It's natural almost.
That's what I'm saying. Like you, no matter how many times you want to stop, if it's purpose, it's gonna just continue to come back to you. So you might as well, like I say, put the seatbelt on and enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
You know, I was thinking about the idea of change and transitions, and I was thinking about like myself years from today versus now. And there are a lot of things that I'm happy that I've overcome and I'm not the same in right now. But there are some things that with the changes and with the life experiences, you kind of let go of.
Right.
And I realized there might be some things in my old patterns, my old life that I kind of miss. You know, some things that I want to
Yeah.
continue to have. Do you guys have anything that you missed from your old version to now? If so, what is it?
I miss being able to like shut up. Like I think part of me healing from all the mess that I went through, where it's like my whole entire life was keeping everybody's secrets, I've gotten to the point where like if I don't tell somebody, I will literally go insane. So like I'm constantly
Same.
texting my boyfriend, I'm constantly texting my sister, I'm constantly telling my cousin every thought that goes on. I had to start journaling because even after I told everybody, it still wasn't enough.
Right.
Like, it's a good thing. I'm so happy that I have people who love me and care about me and will listen to me talk about absolutely nothing for hours. However, I miss being, like, that's all I need, of just, like, thinking it through in my head, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm cool, I can move on to the next thing. But, like, if it don't get out, if it don't make it through the chain of command and back to me, it it just loops. It's,
Right.
yeah.
What about you guys?
I would say I feel like I'm way more patient in certain aspects, but I would say my patience
Do you think you had more patience back then than now?
with people, most definitely.
Why do you think that is?
Because I was kind of not delusional, but I wasn't like, I let a lot of stuff slide with people. And
You think
now I
that's
don't.
better now if you don't let people slide, or when you did?
I feel like it caused me to be like a little too aggressive at one point. So I kind of miss like, you know, the patience I had with people back then. But I also don't.
Yeah, it's a mix. Yeah, I
There's
understand
good and
that.
bad in both.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't
It's
have
a balance
both.
in it, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. What about you?
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do wish that I was still asleep. But then,
Oh my gosh! When things come to light, you can't deny it anymore.
That's actually
Man.
really good. I didn't think
like,
about that.
like, bro, I be like today. I was just thinking, me and my cousin had a situation, and like I'm so aware of like my feelings and all of that. So where like I'm on the patio and I'm just replaying the situation. Like, what could I have done better? What could I have done differently?
Yes.
Like, where I could have took this differently? You know what I'm saying? But then whenever you was asleep, man, all right.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm saying. Like,
It's another day. I ain't
That's so
tripping on
true.
it. But yeah, like I say, some days I do wish that I was still asleep. But I'm thankful that I'm woke though, man. Cause like I say, that knowing that reaching that
see
higher
right
self
through
and all of
people.
that, man, it's powerful.
Life is way more fulfilling when you wait to see it.
Man,
you know?
it's powerful.
Cheers to more fulfilling lives as you guys wait for us to come back from this break. It's QTNA. I'm Jada Michelle. We will be back.
Yeah.
Yes.
We out.
Ow.
Be like the.
I
And we are about halfway done with the episode.
was,
I know everybody at that point, like they're on the highway, they stop.
You said what now?
They're like halfway done. There's already a pile up for a car collision.
Not just speaking that into existence. That's not happening, guys.
No, I'm not.
You guys
speaking
are
it
all
into
safe.
Existence. I'm being funny, guys. Come on.
A lot of sarcasm.
I'm gonna turn into those comedians where it's like I can't even be funny anymore.
that's all of them right now. currently.
What are you mad about?
It's like just do your
Are you
job.
mad that we're
You
acknowledging
gotta-
that you're being actually really mean?
Yeah, it's
You gotta
like,
go on
you can be
YouTube and
funny
look at
without
old
bullying.
stuff now.
No, literally.
Okay,
Okay.
what was I saying?
So,
For car
question.
collision?
No more about that. We're moving on from car collisions.
Yes,
Let's
please.
knock on wood. No more.
For real.
I knocked on wood for everybody in the cars.
Yeah,
You're safe now.
everybody's safe.
What is a staple project quote or something that aids you through changes to help accept them and move with them?
Yes. Hold on, what was the question?
Did you guys get that? Do I need to say it again? Did I say it too fast?
Oh, you said something about a quote that
A
helped
quote,
you
a
navigate through.
song,
Right.
or like something that somebody has told you once that you just like, huh?
Oh, it's like the motivation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think something that always sticks with me is everybody should know it. It's what good does a man gain the world but loses his soul? That always keeps me conscious of the decisions I make. You know what I'm saying? When
Can you
it
say
comes
it again, but like slower?
what good does it do for a man to gain the world but lose his soul?
What
Yeah.
good does it do for a man? That's deep right there.
Yeah, man. That and like I say, that keep me conscious of the decisions that I make. Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, what good is if I gain everything but lose myself
you
in
lose
the
yourself.
process, man?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that is a good one.
I would just say mine is just always life is a choice. Like you get up every day with the choice on how you're going to perceive the day. If you want it to be good, if you want it to be bad.
That's a fact.
If you're going to be a good person that day or if you're going to be a bad person that day,
Preach.
it's all a choice and it all affects, it's like a ripple effect. So life is a choice is mine.
I like that one. I like that one too. What about you, Bella?
No, I looked at you first. Let me there you go.
You were next in line.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going in order. Like, for me, I get stuck on stupid on certain songs sometimes. And right now, there's this song called Evergreen by Yeba.
Ooh, I love that
That
song.
song hits. I love it so much because the way that she harmonizes, the way that the song sounds, it sounds like church.
Right.
Ooh.
But it isn't like church at all. But like, there's different harmony than what we do in regular music and what we do in the
Yeah.
church. And like that really resonates. It
It
takes
sounds
me.
like a
That's a
choir.
reason why those are
Choir
called
and stuff.
spirituals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like I listen to it and there's like this one line where it's like, I can't see the forest for the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, that's so deep. And so like I start thinking about it. It's like, maybe I do need to stop and really be looking at like I need to stop being so big picture. That's something that I always have a big problem with, where I'm big picture and it's either good or bad. I don't do gray, I don't do details, like everything is or it isn't. And so every once in a while I'll be listening to that song, and when that song comes on, I stop everything because like it is so good. I just
That song is
have to
very
immerse,
good.
you know. But that lyric really, because forests are trees. They're just trees. It's not
That's
a forest. It's just a whole bunch of
A
different
whole
trees.
bunch of trees.
That song is so good. I'm so happy that I found it. I don't know. I don't remember where I found it, but like whoever it was that introduced me to it, I hope you get $1 million tomorrow.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
And then give me like $20.
Now you got me
Like
wishing up.
20,000.
No, like, I told you about that.
We'll see.
Give me that money.
I think for me, something that has been staying in my mind through seasons of change. One time, I went to this place called Doshi House. Shout out Doshi House.
Yeah, third war.
Doshi House. It's this cute little house. Everyone there is so sweet. The people that work there. And I saw my friend Priscilla there, and she was writing a poem, and I was having a really hard day. And she was like, she showed me this thing called a heart to heart, where basically you don't just hug, but like you intentionally touch hearts. It's so sweet. But we did that, and then she read me her poem, and basically she used the quote talking about like trees and how trees go through different seasons, and in the winter they lose their leaves, but they're still standing tall and strong,
Right.
patiently awaiting for new
Right.
leaves and flowers to bloom. And that still touches me so much, because I think for me, I'm so controlling, not just as a human being, but as my mom's daughter. And as a perfectionist, I can be, as my mom said, I can be very controlling whenever I want a certain outcome to be a way that I imagine it to be. But my everyday now, like, I just want to not only just be like water, but it's the same metaphor. Like, water moves and it occupies whatever it's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's such a beautiful thing. Like, the trees, they really do. Like, there are some old trees standing tall, bare, no leaves, but they're just like, I'm here. And they're coming, but it's fine. You know, and I love that. I love that so much. So
Trees are honestly so inspiring. Last weekend, I was at my boyfriend's house, and we went on a walk because I just like being outside. And we stopped at this picnic table, and I just looked at a tree. And you know how sometimes there'll be like 3 or 4 small trees there, and then they grow into like one big tree? It was like in the process of becoming one big tree, and I was like looking at it, and like at that point my eyes were just sparkling, and I was like, wow.
yeah.
If I was a tree, and then I remember that, like, as a kid, how my mom would describe God, she would be like, God could be a tree or a bird, and, like, a tree was, like, always one of the first references that she would do, so as a little kid, whenever I saw trees, I just immediately thought they were holy or whatever.
Because nature reflects us.
It really
Definitely
does.
does.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, best advice anyone can give, like, if you're ever feeling bad, the sun will help.
Yeah, go
Sitting outside,
Go
seeing
sit
some
outside,
green.
put your feet in the grass.
When
We
people are
literally
like,
need
go
that.
touch some grass, that's some real advice. Like,
I'm
I'm not just
like, go
showing
touch
it,
grass,
that's
okay?
really- that's like- that will really help you.
What's advice that you would give to your old self? What's a piece of advice that you would give to your old
Dude,
self?
can I tell you something so horrible?
Go ahead, we listening.
I hate that question because I'm at a point in my development where even though what I've been through was literally hell, and if I ever went through that again, like, there'd be no way the whole world would ever survive. Like, everything would be over. But, like, I wouldn't change any. If I talked to myself at all, then it would change things, and I don't want to risk it.
Right.
And, like, I knew I'd end up here. I was like, all I have to do is I have to make it to being an adult, and then I'd be fine. So, like, me, like, at my lowest, like, at 15, 13, I forgot what age group. But, like, at that point, if I've been like, hey, it's going to be okay. You're going to, like, look at my life. I'm doing great. That would ruin it. Because then I knew something was going to happen. I didn't know exactly what it was. And I like, my whole entire life, I loved imagining, like, not imaginating, like, imagining, like, everything. That's what I did for fun. I would just, like, just make up words. Like the idea of me being anything and having anything happen, that's what helped me make it through. And if I had any clue, if I had any hope, I'd probably like be half as good as I am today. You know?
But the idea of giving advice to your old self isn't necessarily to change the things that you've gone through, because it's not it's the things that you went through that have made you who you are. The idea of giving advice to your old self is to give encouragement for those times that you might have been in dark places. If I was any more
encouraged at that point, I feel like it would have ruined everything. I think the reason why I'm so good right now is because I was so discouraged. Those low Yeah. Like, I had to have been, like, really, really low for me to know how high I am right now.
I was just going to give myself a silly point. That dog is not a horse. I would ride my dog like it was a horse when I was really young.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, when you were older, and I was like, you're going to kill your dog.
I thought she was talking to the dude that just held the sign up. I thought you drew a picture or something, and you was like, that dog is not a horse.
No, I had a dog, and I would ride it like a horse.
Yeah.
I don't think I should have done that. Treat your dogs better. That's what I would say to my old self. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was young, so I can't get too much blame. But like,
I was a little animal abuser when I was young. Yeah. It was real sad.
Or at least get a
sign. I didn't tell my family for like years. I had a gerbil, and he had one of them long tails. I think I was like 10. I don't even want to tell nobody about this. I literally, he was so boring. Like, all he would do was run on the wheel. So one day I like would take him out of the cage, and I would literally swing him like this.
You can't be doing that.
And I told my mom and daddy he bit it off, so they gave him away because they thought he was crazy.
Since we're confessing,
we're confessing now.
Since we're confessing, before we go on our break, so I had a dog named Napoleon. Rest in peace, Napoleon Dynamite Rogers. I love you. Anyways, when I was young, we would sell chocolate. Like, you know how you would do like this chocolate. You know what I mean?
America's Greatest Chocolate.
Well, no, it was like the magazine, and they ordered. You know what I mean? Anyways, all of the orders came in, and I love chocolate, so I ate everything, and I blamed it on my dog.
You took all them people money.
Jalen has committed tax fraud. Somebody contact a lawyer. This is a serious crime. We're calling 911 when we go on break. We will be back from break.
But I would say, advice I would give to myself is, it's a killer ego.
Oh, yeah.
Well, say a little bit though.
Yeah.
You need your ego.
Yeah, but I feel like if I would have killed it most of it, I probably would have saved a whole lot of money. You know, I would buying new clothes and all of this just for other people. You know what I'm saying? And not for myself. I don't like clothes like that, so I wasn't buying it for me. I was buying it to look, to impress other people.
I know what you mean.
So if I was a killer ego, I would save a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Alrighty, y'all. We will be back from the break.
I think that we really should call.
3, 2, 1.
Take off.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Y'all know that song?
Yeah.
Girl, you know what's... You don't. You're too young.
No.
Wait, you're only like 3 years older than me.
It's past her prime.
Past my prime?
She's too young to know.
Tell me what's up.
Guys, hey, okay? Y'all, we are back. We are coming to an end of QT&A, and you know, we always love to give our guests the opportunity to give some advice to those listening, any kind of positivity you can throw people's way. Also, make sure you shout out anything coming up for yourselves, and where to find you.
Oh, I'll go. Like I say, man, just keep striving to be great. No matter what nobody else say, just continue to do what you do. Continue to walk your path, not nobody else's path. Continue to understand that it's a journey, and it's going to take some time. If you're going the right way, you could sell out if you want, but if you want to do it the righteous way, it's going to take some time. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, but you just got to know that you're going to get through it, no matter what. No matter what nobody else say, because people going to talk about you regardless. So you could be doing good or you could be doing bad. They're going to always have something to say, so you might as well do whatever you want to do, no matter what. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at xx._jr20. Like I said, I go by the name of Trae-D. I got a lot of music coming. I got big features coming with AJ McQueen, and I got another one coming with Westside Boogie. I got a show out in Austin that I'm about to leave for after I leave from here. Show tomorrow. I just
Safe
came back from
travels.
Dallas. We going to New Orleans in July.
Hey.
Just getting it in, man. We working. We working.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
What I'm saying. I would just say do what you love and love what you do, and be authentic in everything. Just be yourself
Right.
in every aspect possible. Don't try to be like nobody else, because that's what sets you apart from people.
That's what's gonna set you back too.
That too. To be yourself. Do what you love what you do. And try to be a good person. And also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just be nice.
Spread
if
love.
you can. Yeah, spread love. Love is the highest form of energy we could give to others. But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Goddess AMARIS_. I do makeup. I travel, whatever you guys need. You know, you could book me. And I also do music, new music on the way. I sing, so y'all tap into that as well.
For sure.
Yes,
I'm a singer
and-
too, so we gotta figure it out.
No, definitely. I
who
just
doesn't
followed you
sing?
too.
Yeah,
And,
that's okay.
You can follow my makeup page too at Jarajah's Face. It's JORAHJAS and then face.
Love
Yeah.
that.
What about you, Bella?
Something inspiring. I'm going to say that there's somebody very special whose 18th birthday is today, and I won't say any names, but it's my sister named Bijou. And I'm really happy and
I
that
love your
she's
name.
going
Bijou.
to. I know, right? Isn't it so
So
good? My
cool.
parents did so good naming us,
Really
but
did.
we'll make that another show because I have a lot to say about names. But everybody else who's growing up and doing things, keep growing up and doing things. That's like really fun. I like watching people grow up and do things, especially my sister. So she's doing that today.
Hey.
Yeah. You guys know who I am. You know where I be. You already follow me. The MC Bella B. Like the main character. Not Master of Ceremonies at all. But yeah, big slay. What about you, Jalen?
I would say that whatever position you're in right now, whatever situation you're in, just be calm and be patient and really speak to yourself day by day to give yourself the energy and empower yourself to trust the process. It's really hard to let go. Control is so hard. It's literally an everyday process of talking to yourself or prayer, whatever helps you. But be patient, you know? Talk to yourself every day. You'll get through it and you'll get to where you want to be. It just might not be your time right now. You can find me on Instagram, lovely.human with 2 N's. Be a lovely human. I want to go ahead and shout out, we do our show out of Amazing 102.5 FM, which is inside of St. John's downtown. Well, they have an event coming up on July 18th through the 21st.
This one.
Oh,
July 19th.
July 19th. Sorry. July 19th, we are having Rising Hot 20th Annual Trinity Jazz Festival. I don't know if you guys have ever come. I don't know if you guys have seen what's happened in the sanctuary, but they have these beautiful acoustics. It always sounds amazing when there's a concert going on, so y'all don't want to miss that. Put that on your calendars. And, yeah, we will be back with another episode of QT&A next Friday. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for
Man, I
having us.
appreciate y'all.
Hey,
You guys were great.
Yeah, this was good. This is a good
I knew
episode.
it was gonna be. I knew it was.
Yay.
I was so excited.
Yes.
To be